Hello, my dear children. Welcome to today's class. So, what are we learning today? Today, we will be learning about We Care in our chapter number 8. So, all of us require love and care. Whether we are in this age or we are in old age or in any age, we require some love and care. But there are some people who require more attention than others. There are some people who require some more special care, special attention than other people. Who are these people? So when we look at ourselves, we should be very thankful that God has given us two hands, two legs, eyes, ears, nose, all the sense organs. But there are few people who do not have all the body parts intact. Their one or the other body part is weak, or it is not working, or it is damaged. And such people require a lot of love, care, and attention from other people. These people are the people, they are actually special people with special needs. So there are people whose eyes are defected and they're visually impaired, they cannot see. Similarly, there are some people who are who cannot hear properly, or they cannot hear at all. The people who are deaf have hearing inability, or they cannot speak, or their hands are deformed, or their legs are deformed. So, such people actually require a lot of attention because they cannot work properly and smoothly as other people can do. So, these people are called people with special needs. So, let's study about them. How should we take care of them? And we should be really sympathetic and empathetic towards these kind of people. So, let's start reading. Understanding people with special needs. Some people are special in a way, they have some type of physical or mental disability. So either their physical body part is disabled, or mentally their mind, their brain is not working properly. That means they are mentally unfit, they're mentally disabled. It is difficult for them to lead a normal life. They need special attention and assistance to live, and such people are called people with special needs. So these kind of people who have one or the other disability, they require special help, special care and assistance from other people. Some people have defective eyes and they cannot see things around them. Some cannot hear sounds and some cannot speak. Some people have physical disformities like a weak leg or arm, due to which they cannot talk or hold the things. So, some people have very weak legs, or they have been attacked by some kind of a disease by which their hands or legs are deformed and they cannot walk or hold things. These people have deformed legs or arms. Some of them have such disabilities by birth. So there are few people who are born with such a defect, and there are people who got a defect because of some disease or some kind of accident. So some may get these defects due to accidents or ailments, but they need our special attention and care. So people with any kind of disability, whether they have acquired that by birth or due to some disease, ailment, or accident, they require our special attention and care. People with mental disabilities are called mentally challenged people. So you might have come across some people who seem to be big in age. Okay. So they might be like 13, 14, 16 years of age, but their mind is not developing and they have a mind of a little child of 2, 3 years. So that means they are not mentally developing and they are mentally challenged. They cannot think like normal people as they do not have fully developed brains or have abnormal functioning of brain. They find it difficult to make stable actions. So such people, they are difficult to take proper decisions, do proper actions. Why? Because you people know, and we have studied that brain controls the functioning of all the body parts. And just imagine if our brain is not working properly, how will the other body parts work properly? Some people cannot hold things and stand stable. They always need the attention and care of the family. How can we help people with special needs? So, if we have people around with special needs, if we have people around with some or the other disability, how can we help them? How can we take care of them? So, supposingly, if there are people who cannot see, we can read out stories to them, we can read out information to them, and we can help them cross the road, we can help them in doing certain activities which require, actually every activity require a sight. We need to see something and do it. So we can do the tasks for such people, like reading them information or books or newspapers, making them cross the road, help them in cooking and day-to-day activities. This is how we can actually help them. So when I was back in school, once I offered a help to visually impaired person. I became a writer in examination for a person. So the person was speaking the answers and I was writing the examination paper for that person. So that was such a good gesture, and that was a help, a small help that I could do for that person. We need to be kind to such people. We need to be careful and attentive to the people with special needs. So, if people have special needs, we should be very polite to them. We should be very careful while talking to them. We should not say such words which hurt them. We should talk to them regularly so that they do not feel unwanted. So, such people might think that they are a kind of burden to the society or to the family and they're unwanted. So, we should actually help those people and keep on talking to them so that they do not feel unwanted. Tell them stories if they can listen. We should read them stories or other articles of their interest. We should try to play with them to make them part of the routine and wanted. So we should involve them in games as much as they can. We can play according to that. We should assist them in doing their activities and support them mentally and physically. So, as I told you that any help that we can offer, we should do them. We should assist them, help them doing in daily routine activities. We should celebrate their special days if it's their birthday. So we should definitely celebrate that. Or if it is our birthday, we should make them a part of our celebration too. So, and make them part of our special days like birthdays, parties, celebrations of festivals, etc. They should be made to attend schools, especially schools for people with special needs. So, we should not refrain them from being educated. We should definitely send them to the school And there are school for the special people, so we should enroll them in those schools and assist them in going to that school, commuting to that school. They should be trained in vocations. Now, what are vocations? The activities which requires a skill. Okay, so if they cannot do excellent in academics, we can actually vocationally train them so that they can at least earn their living. For example, making pottery, making showpieces or candles. There are beautiful showpieces made by blind people. Then we should or carpentry. So we should train them in vocations. They can follow it as their occupation later and support their family. So you see that a visually impaired child, that child should be escorted to the school. Then if they cannot eat themselves, they should be fed, and they should be trained in some or the other kind of vocation. Like this boy is making baskets with bamboos, I suppose. So they can make it their occupation and earn their living. Now, to make life of the people who are special, who are disabled, or they are who are differently abled, to make their life a little easier, there are a lot of devices that are being invented. So for example, people who cannot hear properly, there is a device called hearing aid which is being fit. It's a machine, it's a small machine which is being fit in the ear, and with that machine people are able to hear. So similarly, for visually impaired people, there is a braille script which is like engrossed with dot. It is a script on which there are dots for every letter, every word, and people who are visually impaired, they can just identify the words and the letters by their fingers. Okay. Now, people with defective legs should take the support of crutches and sticks. So, people with their defective legs, they can use the crutches and the sticks and then walk. Then, people with impaired legs can stand and walk independently with these mobility aids. So, these mobility aids actually help the people with deformed legs to walk independently. But then there are some people who have weak or deformed legs, and even their hands are not very strong, and such people cannot walk even with the help of crutches or a stick. So there is a wheelchair for those people. They can sit on a wheelchair and move while sitting only. So people who cannot stand or move even with support, they take the help of a wheelchair. And this helps in moving while sitting. All these devices are called mobility aids. So mobility means movement, and the aids which help these people to move from one place to another, they are called mobility aids. So this is a wheelchair, these are the crutches, and this is a stick. This stick is usually used by old people. Now this is a hearing aid. It's a machine which is being fit in the ear to listen. People with difficulty in listening to sounds use hearing aids. These aids are inserted into ears and sound seems louder. This device increases the loudness of the sound. It helps the person to listen different sounds. Now, caring for the old people. We should love and respect old people. So there are old people maybe in your family or in old age homes. There are they are filled with old people who are being abandoned by their families, or who do not have anyone in their family, and they live in old age homes. And old people actually need our love, care, and support. We should spend some time with our grandparents. We should listen to their problems. So our grandparents have become old, they have problems, they might have pain in some or the other body part, or they cannot read now. So we should sit with them, we should talk to them, we should discuss their problems, and then we can help them in making them a new pair of glasses, or we can read them stories, we can read newspapers to them. If they wish to go outside, we should take them outside with us, we should help them crossing the road, or we should serve them food. So this is how we can actually help old people. So we should try to give them support for their problems. We should take them for walks in parks and around. We should share happy times with them. We should take care of their medical needs with the help of our elders. So, of course, now because they are old, they they might be having some or the other medical problem. So, with the help of our elders, we should take care of their medical needs. We should take them to doctors regularly. We should read newspapers and books to them if they cannot read. We should serve them food respectfully. Also, we should not raise our voice in front of them. We should respect them. We should always talk to them respectfully. Never raise your voice in front of them. Now, these are the keywords that we have learned in today's lesson. Disability, not able to use any part of the body. Deformity, changed shape of part of the body due to injury, disease, etc. Impaired means weakened or damaged capacity of any part of the body. Also remember that some people cannot use their body parts and they need support. People who have physical deformities or deficiencies are called physically challenged people. People with underdeveloped or abnormally functional brains are called mentally challenged people. People who have special needs should be given special support and care. Some devices help and support people with special needs. These devices are made to make people with special needs independent. Moving aids, hearing aids, reading and writing aids, etc. help people with special needs in their routine work. Now, these are the exercises. Let's do them and see what have we learned in today's lesson. You have to choose the correct option. We should treat people with special needs with care and support. People who cannot move on their own, they use mobility aids. Crutches are for the people who cannot walk. The term mentally challenged is used for people with undeveloped and abnormally functioning of brain. Now let's fill in the blanks. People with special needs should be treated with care and support. Reading and writing devices for visually impaired people is called Braille. It's a reading and writing aid. People who cannot speak or hear communicate through sign language. Crutches and wheelchairs are called mobility aids. The machine used to enhance hearing is called hearing aid. You have to tick the correct options and cross out the wrong ones. Mobility aids are used by visually impaired people. False. Hearing aids enhance hearing power of people with very weak hearing capacity. That's correct. We should always look after the needs of people with special needs. Correct. We should always stay away from old people. False. Now, these are some fun-based questions which you can do yourself with your family, with your friends, and have fun with the chapter. So, Maya and her little brother Raghav, they donated their old toys which they do not use any longer to the kids who do not have toys. Now, what are the other things that you can donate? For example, we can donate our clothes which do not fit us anymore. You can stick the pictures of such things. We can donate clothes, old books, toys. So we can donate all these things. Also, the utensils which are no longer in use for us. What else can we do to help others? So there are many ways by which we can help others. We can offer food to them. Then we can offer some money to them if they are not earning properly. If they have any problem, we can take them to the doctor if they are ill. So we can help like this. You can find out other ways by which we can help others. So why do some people leave their parents at old age homes? Please think about it, discuss it with your parents, with your friends, with your teachers, and have a good discussion on this thing, that why do some people leave their parents in old age homes, and what could be the reason for this kind of behavior. Is it correct or not? And please have a good group discussion on this. Now you have to write out some ways in which you can help senior citizens in their daily life. So these are the pictures below, and you can just identify which things you can do and what will you do if the senior citizens are there in this situation. So stick of this old person, old man has fallen, so you can pick it up for them. You can help the old person in crossing the road. You can carry load of your grandmother. You can help your grandmother to board the bus, or also you can sit with them and go to some other place wherever they are going with permission of your parents. If your grandparents or any other old person is unable to read some letter or newspaper, you can read out for them, and you can always protect the old people from street animals. So these are the gestures and the kind behavior that you can show towards elder people, towards old people. So that's all in this chapter. I hope you have learned a lot about the people, the people with special needs, how to care for them. Keep learning, keep shining. Bye bye.